Morning. We're playing mechanic today. And no, it's not morning, it's about 3 o'clock, but I got some stuff to show you. Yep. Got the baler in here. Me and Jared just got back from, well, we tried to bale a little bit. It's actually our last hay field of the year. This mower, oh, there's a lot to get to on that side of things too. Mowers are getting ready to rock and roll for next year, since we're done mowing hay. But we're not done baling hay. We're trying to finish today. And, well, we had a bearing go out. That bearing. And it caught fire. And, thankfully, we were at Jared's dad's place. And, used his water hose to... When a bearing gets really hot like that, a fire extinguisher will get out the fire, but the bearing will still be really hot. So... we drenched that with water for quite some time to make sure that it wasn't hot or anything anymore. Also, this bearing seal, well, we needed to put a new one in, and we were going to wait until the end of the year to do that. But we're going to go ahead and do it now since we already got everything taken apart. But Jared's going to get that bearing right now. Going straight back to the place that I was already getting parts for my mower from. So my mower is pretty well. There's not much I really needed to do to it besides grease it up. I'm checking all of these are called turtle shells for grease. I'm also flipping the blades over. I like doing that. So I flipped the blades over on this side. I haven't flipped them on that side. I'm taking off the turtle shells on the other side and checking the gearboxes. So with this mower and with quite a bit of the mowers nowadays, there is some cheaper mowers that it's all just one big gearbox, which my old mower was. But there's a gearbox in between. So there's a gearbox here, and then there's a little drive shaft in between them. And I think these all pull off in little parts and sections. But I got to take the turtle shell off, take it off, check the oil, make sure the oil is good. I haven't ever done that before, and I've had this mower for 2.5 years. So I wanted to make sure they're all good. So far, they've been good levels. I've added a little bit just to be on the safe side. One of them, I think this one, was a little bit lower than the rest of them have been. But, you know, just maintenance, preventative, just hopefully, just wanted to make sure that I don't have any that don't have oil in them. You guys have already seen, this is a brand new shaft too, and it was a pricey thing. And now, we'll get to the jack and all that fun stuff. I had 2 bolts here. One was still in here, but it was broke, and this one was gone. And I noticed it after flipping the blades yesterday. I pulled it in here pretty late when the sun went down because it's not as hot out, and I started flipping the blades on that side. Flipped all the blades on that side. Then the next morning, I get up in here, and I realize this boy is sitting like this, and that one was just like that. But it was actually, well, this was broken off in it. All these bolts here are loose, and well, thankfully I got through mowing hay and I didn't lose the mower before realizing. But yeah, it's not really something you would expect. So we're gonna put new bolts, 2 new bolts here. I wanted to put all new 8, but the place I was trying to get bolts from didn't have all 8, so we're just gonna put 2 in it. And they do have the other ones on order, so I might put those in later. Kitty cat saying hi. But put 2 new bolts in it. I'm also going to mark. So if they do rotate, I'm going to be able to see if they rotate. I'm also going to do that with these as well. I'm also going to check and make sure they're tight as well. This mower is... We've had it for like 2.5 years, or 2.5 hay seasons, so 3 years. And it's a 2018 mower, so it wasn't brand new when we got it. We don't cover enough acres to justify buying a brand new one of these, especially being 21 foot wide. It's slick, it's really nice, but we also want to make sure it's we really just want to baby it. So that's why I'm doing this stuff, checking, make sure everything is good to go for next year before I put it up. Because I kind of like putting things in the shed ready to rock and roll for next year. It's also what I wanted to do, this drill. Drill's got some things that need to be done to it. This clip is 5 minutes long. That is insane. This is a video already. This needs, we need new openers, new opener bearings, which is really fun. This is really fun to do. Also, especially if this is going to continue being one of our main planners. Unless we get another Kinsey like Jared's, which we've been thinking about, but, you know, just don't know if we're going to be doing that this year or not. But I got to take the turtle shell off. So there's 2 bolts here, and then this little plate comes off. And then this is what's underneath of it. This is the little gearbox. And right back here is where you can check the oil. Right there. Jared said on his New Holland, or on one of the New Holland mowers he's ran, there was a little hole. So you could check it without taking the shell off. That'd be nice. Especially whenever you got as many as I do. But it's still not that big a deal. But yeah, I gotta clean up around by this hole so nothing falls into it whenever I take it off. Use some brake cleaner. Where'd my pick go? I had a pick. Pick in the hole. Cause, well, there'll be dirt in there. I'll feel around it, make sure there's nothing really too close to it. And then well, I don't think I'm getting in there far enough. That definitely hurt. Should be able to get it out by hand. Yeah, they make this very handy. And this little guy comes out. You see the little lines on it? I don't know if you guys can. It's the lighting. There's 2 little lines right here in the middle, and that's where you want to be in between, just like your oil in your car. So I wiped it off. I stick it in right there. And it should be, oh, I got some dirt on it. Stick it in, pull it out, and this one looks really good. Yeah, it's kind of gotta, you know, estimate where it should be because I didn't screw it all the way in and then pull it back out all the way. But looks really good. Jeez, I'm losing it. Lube up my stuff. Oh boy. I'll forget where those went. Okay, so these are actually go like that. Believe it or not. So every other one is kind of at a different angle. Pretty neat. That's the spec. That's spec right there. I know what I'm doing. Knock that off. Put the plate on. Yeah, that's real nice. That's definitely been in there. It definitely got lubed up when it went in, that's for sure. Not. I'm really just trying to take it slow because it just doesn't sound the best. Well, it's now the weekend, and I have gotten all the gearboxes on the cutter bar checked. Added some oil to some of them. Also found some net wrapped around some of them. So I'm actually kind of happy that with these Vermeer mowers you have to take the whole top off, because if you didn't have to, you would just check the oil and you wouldn't see that there's a net wrap around. Well, there's the net wrap, and it was wrapped right up in here. Not good, because that can get into the bearing seal and destroy it. So yeah, still need to check the bearings there, and still need to put the bolts in, but Grandma ran and got me some bolts, so I got new bolts. If you're interested in hats, there's a promo right there. Shameless plug, but yeah, I got to put the 2 bolts in here still. Really, I'm just trying to get this all done before Monday, which is tomorrow, so that we can unhook this tractor and get it where it can start picking up some hay bales and getting them stacked up and start bringing them home before too long. Also got the bearing put in the baler. So we got that bearing put in, me and Jared did, and it was about 5 o'clock when we got that put in, and actually it was closer to 6, and well, my girlfriend came up, so she wanted to hang out, and well, I didn't have a buddy seat in the 4430, so Dad went ahead and raked, and Jared finished baling. It wasn't much that they had to do, but we're done baling, hopefully, for this year and mowing hay. But yeah, all the knives are flipped on this side. I just need to flip the knives on that side, and then I'm pretty much done with everything with the cutter bar. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check the oils in these gearboxes, and then she should be ready to rock for next year. So this clip has to come off, hopefully. Sometimes they're a pain, sometimes they're easy. It really just depends. There we go. There's the clip, and then it's on the top of this bolt head. Or you could call it the bolt box. So it sits like this, blades like that. There's only one spot that this blade can come out of, and that's where this hole is. And before you put the blade, flip the blade, you gotta clean out this. But see, there are 2 sides. This is a brand new side. This is a used side. This isn't very bad because I put this blade on not that long ago, because one of the blades, or the blade that was on here, had some damage. So this is fairly new. This one really doesn't need to be flipped. I'm going to flip them because I flipped every other one. So blade goes right here. Bolt has to go through the bottom, through the hole. Then you gotta take your little hammer, hammer it up, make sure this is cleaned out. And then that's what the top looks like. Clip comes into the top of this bolt head to hold it in place, and then the clip comes up here and goes right over this lip, so it's locked in. And to get it off, you gotta put it right in here and pull it out over that lip. Got the new bolts put them in different spots. Oh, this is a new one as well. But these are the new style on the newer mowers. Also took a marker, marked their positions. So if they come loose in any way, shape, or form, I'll be able to tell, and I'll be able to tighten them up, because, well, a lot of them were loose by just a little bit, and I took the gun on them and screwed them in a little bit more, and now they're good to go. So did that on both sides. I didn't know that was something I was gonna have to watch, but yeah. So these are a little bit different. They're a little bit longer, and they also have a little washer in them. I guess that's what they do on the new mowers now, so, or new versions of this. I don't know if they're any better, but yeah, at least I got everything marked, so if anything does move, I'll know. But yeah, got it, all the shafts greased. The only thing left to do is check the oil in the gearboxes, which I'm going to do that here in a second. And I'm going to run a brand new wire for, so I have one remote that runs folding it and swinging it back and forth. And there's a little switch that runs all the way back there. This is what this cord has looked like since I've got it. And there's two deals that are, so I'm guessing they pulled apart, and yeah. And I had some mice get into this tube, and they chewed a hole in it, like right about here, and I kept blowing a fuse. I wasn't able to fold up like a day before I was done mowing this year. So we had to unhook it from back there, pull it through the pipe a little bit, fix that cable, then put it back in. But I'm going to run a brand new cable, and I'm going to put, what is it called, mothballs in the tube, so hopefully mice won't make a nest in there again, which I'm kind of surprised I didn't have problems at the beginning of the year, not towards the end of the year, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so I got a new cable coming from that, or for that, which is this one. And well, we're gonna do our own custom cable, because I didn't want to get screwed over by buying that again, because I saw one online for $400, and it's really not that complicated of a cable. It has two wires through it, so I bought one. So this whole cable with the two ends was like $400. I don't know what it would have been at the local dealer, but online it was $400. So I went on Amazon and bought 50 feet of a cable similar for $40, and we can put those ends on that cable with no problem. So that's what I'm gonna do. And also I might get a kit from Amazon to get a bunch of these connectors, because we got a lot of equipment that runs these little connectors here. So yeah, this is a whole maintenance video on this mower. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, just making sure it's ready to rock and roll for next year. Really love having a big mower to get stuff done real quick, so I like babying this one, because, well, at the end of the day, can't really justify a brand new one of these on our hay operation. Someday I'd like to, but today is not that day, so I am babying my older mower. Well, I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed me doing a bunch of work to my mower. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.